All right, we're going to watch Noemi's underwater backstroke, and we're going to watch the first one at full speed. Just kind of see where she is. We're looking at her backstroke. We can kind of see that her hips are a little low, her feet are a little low. Got to make sure we work on that streamline. Let's discuss the kick first, just because that's the first thing that I really see as a glaring thing we want to do. We're going to slow us down to about quarter speed. As we can see, Noemi, you're working really hard on that kick. But while we're kicking, our feet are way down here. Here's the top of the water. Okay, so you've got to make sure that you keep your upper body and your legs all the way up top. You've got your upper body here, then your lower body here, so you're a little bit too far in the water with those legs. So make sure you raise your hips a little bit more. That'll help get your legs up. And as you watch here, you kind of see you're kicking, but you're not really getting any white water off those legs. So again, with the underwater, we're able to see where our feet are, get those feet higher, so your kick looks good, but if your feet are higher, then all of a sudden your kick is going to get a lot more strong, a lot better as well. So let's make sure we get that kick up. Secondly, as we're going through, you see our hand entry right here. Good job of entering with your pinky. You also can see that your shoulder is down on your left side here. And that's because this hand is coming out on your left side, or I'm sorry, on your right side, which is going to get that shoulder up, and that helps for a good body rotation. We like that a lot. So always make sure you continue to have good rotation. When your right thumb is coming out, that right shoulder should be coming up. When your left pinky is going in, that left shoulder should be going down. Now as we start that pull, what you're kind of seeing right here is almost a straight arm backstroke. You're not really having any bend, and you're going all the way out to the side. Okay, so your hand's just going from the top of your stroke, kind of making like a sweeping motion out to your side, going straight down to your hip. All right, you kind of see the same thing here on your right side. You kind of see here, you got a good entry with your pinky, that's good, but then right away you just sweep your arms out to your side. So you're not really pulling correctly. What we want to see right here is you get this pull. At this point you should have, and you can see you got a slight bend in your elbow, and so that's good. We want to make sure that elbow is bent more, though. We want to see that elbow down and that hand up more. Okay, so you have a little bit more of an angle, and then you're taking your hand and you're pushing water towards the opposite wall. Okay, so it's important to make sure that we get that pull all the way through as strong as we can. Okay, by bending that elbow, you're going to grab a lot better water, and you want to make sure that you're grabbing the water from your fingertips all the way down to your elbow, and that's where the catch comes in. Okay, so let's make sure we get that elbow bend. You can see again, you do have a slight bend, but it's a little bit less than what we want to see. We want to see that arm more up here. Okay, keep the elbow in closer to your body. The other thing you kind of see on your right hand, look at how low that hand is. And that hand is still pretty low as your hand is coming in up here. Okay, so now all of a sudden where we had a good body roll earlier, now we've got a really flat body position in the water. It's because that right hand, this one again down here, is still underwater. So you've got to get that hand up a little bit higher. Don't let it finish quite so low underwater. All right? As we go into our turns, we can kind of see that we're a little close to that wall. What you want to make sure you do is one less stroke in that wall so that as you turn over, you're completely flat on the surface of the pool. You can kind of see your legs are down here, your body is up here, so you're in two different levels on that backstroke turn. You want to make sure your body, your feet are all up on top of that water. Okay? Here are your hands going out to the side. Your legs are perfect here. Your eyes are looking in the right position. But those hands need to be from your hips and then going straight out here. So you're kind of taking water from your hips, turning your palms down, letting that hand come right towards your face, almost like you're pushing water and splashing water at your face. And then you want to bring those hands into a nice tight streamline. Okay? So instead of letting those hands go out, and you're going to kind of see they go out even wider. We've got those knees bent way too much into our body. Legs are spread out too high, too far, and those arms are spread out high, and now your eyes are looking straight up at the top. Make sure your eyes are still looking back at that other wall. Okay, you don't want your head looking quite so far. When you do that, you're going to probably over-rotate on that turn, and we don't want to over-rotate me going the other direction. Okay, so again, we kind of over-rotate. You're seeing that you're looking at the wall here. Your feet are here, your hip is here, but you're already facing an upward position. All right, what we want to do is right here in this position here. We want to make sure we go down and out. And then we're going to come up gradually as we're doing those dolphin kicks. All right? And we want to see a nice tight streamline. As you push off the wall, you've got it. I mean, you've got a good streamline. Good head position. Feet are good. You're pushing off really well. So you want to hold that streamline for about 1 or 2 seconds before we start dolphin kicking. But what happens here is you see right away, you drop that arm. Right away, as soon as your feet are still actually on that wall, you're just getting ready to push off, and you've already dropped that streamline. Make sure you keep that streamline long. About 1 or 2 seconds streamline, then 6 dolphin kicks, and then you're going to come up. So you basically should be underwater streamlining and kicking for almost 5 or 6 seconds, and you're ready to come up right here as you're leaving that wall. And you can see you're coming up with your just one arm down here, one arm up here. Okay, that's actually the right gradual ascent we want to see, but way too early. Okay, you got to make sure you get out to the flags. Here's where the flags are. Look at how far you are when you're ready to come up above that water. All right, so let's make sure we work on the streamline. Let's make sure we work on the dolphin kicks a lot better. In fact, I'm not even sure if we saw any dolphin kicks there, so we want to make sure we do that. Now, the other thing you're going to notice is your head is above the water, and your body is too much like this. So what happens here is we got a lot of resistance that you're hitting that water. So that's why we want to see just a gradual rise. If you come up gradually, there's going to be less resistance, and you're going to be able to get into your strokes a lot better. Okay, so make sure you're working on those turns. Make sure you're working on just a gradual ascent. As we come up again, you kind of see where your hips are a little bit low. All right, let's make sure those legs come up. Let's look at this right side of the pull. Good pinky entry. Now here you can kind of see you got a little bit more bend in your elbow on that right side, so that's good. Make sure we get that left side equally as strong on that underwater recovery. Okay? Great job, Noemi.